The show features adults using adult language and discussing mature topics. You have been warned. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Mists of Kren's Valley. When we last left off, the group left Valaki with their new tiger friend. Mountain lion, not a tiger. Mountain lion friend. With a little bit of enchanting, Hemlock was able to get the mountain lion out unharmed. And everybody walked around the southern perimeter of Valaki's exterior and ended up at a encampment where there was this mysterious group of duck folk called the Dusk Feathers. And Tim-Tam wasn't doing so well because he didn't get a very good sleep. So they decided to stop there for a bit and took a long rest. And when you all took the long rest, this time it was Nyhm who had nightmares. And apparently these nightmares are so bad that they knock down your maximum hit points by a certain amount. And then I think we ended with Ismark showing up.
Yes.
So Ismark shows up, and you recall it's been a while. He's the other Batra. He was the son of the mayor who died in that first village you guys went to, and he wanted to protect Irina from Strahd. So apparently he's after her, and no one knows for sure why. After the events that happened in Veliki with you all, you decided that you were going to head west to Krezk and see if you can find sanctuary there for Irina. So, as Ismark comes into the house that you're in, Irina sees him, stands up, drops the weapon that she was borrowing, I believe, or that you guys bought her, right? Yeah,
Yes.
this is a short sword, if I recall. And she comes over and hugs him. And as she hugs him, he's a bit hesitant, but then he hugs her back. But he doesn't seem to show the same level of reunion as she does. In fact, he seems kind of muted in a way. But she's like, "Where were you?" And he said, "Oh, I was thrown out into the woods after that Isaac and the Townsguard took my weapons. I've been fending for myself for the past day or two, hiding from the wolves when I can. And then this man found me as he gestures over to one of the Dusk Feathers, like a scout who brought him in. Is everyone okay?" Looks at everybody else.
Yeah, we're fine. How are you?
His clothes are in tatters, and he doesn't have any weapons anymore. And he looks like he hasn't had a good rest in a while. And he says, I'm doing fine. You don't need to worry about me." So what are we doing now? Irina says, "Well, maybe we should follow."
Looking for you.
We were planning on going to Krezk, like Father Donovich said to do, but only after we found you. Looks like you found us first. He just gives a slight nod. And he says, "Okay, well, should we get going?" And she's like, "Yes, but I think you all wanted to head up to the lake for some reason."
We wanted to try and find the little girl and possibly a wizard we're looking for in the same area.
Oh, yes, that, the Vistani mentioned about him, says Ismark. Or about her. I did not see a little girl in my times out in the woods. But
It would go ahead.
but we can continue searching.
You just got back. You need to lay down and rest. Irina can keep you company. We can head out to the forest ourselves.
You're sure?
Fairly certain.
Irina?
Yes.
She looks over at him, looks at you guys. I think it's better if we all stay together. And Smark's like, oh, fair enough. Well, I'll go with you. If need be, I'll use this. As he just pulls up a relatively decent looking tree branch. And it looks like he's using it as a club.
Hmm.
Okay, out of character, what do you guys think? Because I have a bad feeling.
Can I like
Yeah.
insight check Ismark if
In-
he's like
Insight check
weird.
for, like, getting any weird vibes. You doing a vibe check?
Yeah.
AKA
Yeah,
insight?
vibe check.
Okay.
Vibe check, please.
Okay.
What would that be?
That'd be insight. AKA vibe check.
Vibe check is 16. Does he have a vibe?
There is a weird vibe about him. He seems very, not tired, which is very odd. He doesn't seem stressed at all. But he seems very cold compared to last time you met him. You remember when you guys initially went into the village, he was the only person there that showed you guys any kind of hospitality or talked to you. He got you guys wine and stuff. And then asked for your help. But now he just seems very like, yeah, sure.
Yeah, gung ho about sticking with the party. That's the reason why I'm getting the bad feeling. Which, to be honest, he just came back from.
Well, Irina's the one that said that.
He was
And
the one.
Hemlock, you would get from the insight, he seemed more wanting to not stay together.
Yeah, that's what Callie got from it too. That makes me nervous to leave Irina alone, so
So, on the off chance that he is doing something that we're not up to, it's probably better to keep them both with us to keep an eye on him as well as to protect her. Is what you're saying?
yeah.
Okay. Well, I know that Lluis agrees. What about you, Mav?
Well, and see, I'm not with the group. I'm still outside.
All right. Fair enough. In that case, yeah. So long as you guys are in agreement with it, then I guess we keep Ismark along with us. Although it'd be nice to have a better weapon than a club, unless that's what he's proficient with.
Oh, I can use. Well, you're not talking to him. Never mind. He looks like he could use it as well as a fighter could.
Well, I mean, I guess if he survived out there in the woods with it.
He's limited by how lethal the weapon is. Really, not really his technique, but more it's a stick.
That's true. Okay, I guess we should be on our way whenever everyone's ready.
Yeah, but are you ready? You look tired.
A little bit. But I'll be fine.
At this point, it's afternoon, but the sun is, well, the light is still out, I should say. There's no sun here. You think you got a few more hours until nightfall.
I thought we had already had a long rest.
Yeah.
Well,
Wasn't that where I had my nightmares?
yes. But
So
you
what-
guys started this morning in Valaki at the Blue Water Inn, and then you went and found the mountain lion.
Okay.
And then you guys got here and took a long rest.
Right. Which is where the long rest came in. That took us. I
That
thought was taking us
8 hours.
Yeah.
Right. I
But
thought that took
what-
us.
I mean, then I mean, we are in no rush now that the brother is here, so we can like rest for the night here and go tomorrow morning.
Well, what about the girl?
Oh yeah, the girl.
The main thing is, I thought we were on a different time frame. I thought after our
Hmm.
long rest, that's when Nyhm had the nightmare. I thought
Yes.
we were back in the morning, which is where Ismark came in, and that's why I'm assuming that Mav made the comment in chat about the coffee beans. I thought we were on the morning time frame now.
Oh, no. No, you guys took a long rest because the night before Tim-Tam didn't get any sleep. So Tim-Tam's getting that sleep now, which was 8 hours of rest. And the rest of you also took a long rest as well.
Okay. In that case, that does pose the next question for the group. Do we want to head out into the forest with only a few hours of light left and try to search the forests for both an elusive wizard and a little girl that hasn't been seen for a while? Or do we want to chance it, take the long rest so we're all completely rested, including Ismark, and try to set out in the morning?
How many hours of daylight are still left, do you think?
Give me an intelligence check, Saxton. Intelligence nature, if you have it.
Yeah, I only get a 4.
Okay, you're not sure. A few hours, you know that, but that's it.
Well, even though I'm not with the group at the moment, could go out, do a little scout, and then come back here, set up camp for the night, then head out fresh in the morning. So we can try to accomplish something for the rest of the day.
I mean, we can try because waiting has not been giving good results so far.
True. Hemlock?
I'm gonna do it as I don't think that we should be going out at night. The last time we did, didn't end up very good. So I think we should stay here, give Ismark a little rest, and then go out in the morning.
Well, we still have a couple of hours of daylight. That's the question. Do we want to head out while we've got whatever kind of light this is until it hits dark, or that's what the others are agreeing for?
Yeah, no, outside at dark, no, but
The rest of you can give me intelligence nature checks.
Okie dokie.
oh. 20.
Does the
19.
I gotta ask, does the Artificer have any like little gadget they can have that's literally just a watch? Like it tells the time?
Yeah, it would have like a weird stone that has some moving pictures.
I mean, is that a class thing? Like can you make
Oh no,
that?
no, I don't.
Okay. Well, you guys did good enough on your nature checks. It's roughly 4 or 5 in the afternoon, and the sun sets around 9. So you get about 4 to 5 hours.
Of recon, and then 2 hours to get back.
I'd say a quick search wouldn't hurt. It could burn the afternoon, and then we could have a full day tomorrow.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you guys agree to head out then?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you go to head out. I assume you go get Saxton and the cat and Big Cat, your mountain lion. That's named Big Cat.
I gotta note this Hemlock has a big cat. Anyway.
And you start to travel north. Do you keep Veliki's walls to your right as you head towards the lake? Or are you just going to go straight through the woods to the lake? It'll be shorter if you go straight through the woods.
Survival check. On which
You
one?
know the woods would be more dangerous.
Is there like a footpath or anything, or a scout can half the time?
There's like a rough treading spot. There's no real trail, so to speak. Not from what you can see so far. But you assume that there's going to be a trail out the northern part of the town that heads towards the lake.
Are you talking about my ability, Mav?
Yes.
That only works with locations. I can't go searching an area in half the time. Effectively doubling the range. So, but if that's the case, I, as a character, would want to try and search through the more dangerous areas first, simply because if that's where she's at, that's where we need to find her faster. But that's my reasoning for it.
Okay. So you head through the woods, and I assume you're moving at half speed travel because you are searching, and you're not trying to rush things.
That was the plan.
So I'll have the group give me perception checks. And I'll roll for Big Cat. So I assume Hemlock's like, we're looking for this, about this big. Don't eat it.
So that is 2 for Nyhm.
19.
Oops, sorry.
16 for Big Cat.
Got a 10.
Tim-Tam get a rock?
No, I got 13.
Ah, okay. You search thoroughly through the woods, and you, I'll say you spend a good hour in there, continuing to move forward northwards towards the lake. And you do not see any signs of the little girl or anything. You do spot a hunter's trap, but it is rusted and it is already closed shut. And you can see like a wolf's leg, like the bone of it is pretty much all that's left, is stuck inside.
Ooh.
But that's all you guys really find in the woods.
Well, at least it was a wolf's leg and not a little girl's leg.
Yeah, it was definitely a canine leg.
Okay, so head back, long rest, try again in the morning.
And that's when you reach the other side of the woods to Lake Zarovich.
Oh.
At the foot of the mountain, nestled in the misty forest, is a large lake. The water is perfectly still and dark, reflecting black clouds overhead like a monstrous mirror. Pulled up alongside the southern shore are 3 small rowboats. A 4th boat can be seen in the middle of the lake, with a lone figure sitting in it, fishing pole in hand. Each of these rowboats could safely hold 5 people, you're pretty sure.
Anything odd about any of the boats?
Not in quick examination, nope.
Is that 5 people or 1 big cat?
Big cat would be equal to 2 people. So big cat and 3 people at most in each rowboat.
So probably Saxton and Big Cat in one, the rest of us in the other. I mean, technically, Nym's just half of a person, half the size of a person.
Yeah, do we? Yeah, why not?
Hemlock.
Mhm.
You are the first to notice that the guy that's fishing out there is swaying kind of oddly, and he seems to pick something up out of the boat. And it appears to be some kind of sack that's about half his length. And and he tosses it into the water. It looks big enough to hold a child.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Oh no, I think that man is throwing a child into the river. We
What?
gotta go.
Yeah.
All right,
Well,
so
How far?
it is 400 feet away. Do you guys take a rowboat or do you swim?
How far out is it?
400 feet.
what is faster?
The boat,
Nope.
probably.
Unless you have an innate swim speed, I'd say the boat.
I'm a bird. No.
Can you fly it, or do you only have a glide speed?
I can only lie.
Right.
Fun fact, the dusk feathers have an innate swim speed.
Okay, so
But none of you are ducks, so it's fine.
Quick question, and this is because of how the boat layout's going to work.
Mhm.
If two people are rowing the boat together, does that give advantage on the movement, since they're both going only one oar instead of one person trying to pilot?
We will see, but first we're rolling initiative. Just to keep everything consistent in times.
15.
15, you said?
Yeah.
Okay, Saxton's at 15. What is Hemlock?
19.
Oh, same as last time. Tim-Tam,
7.
lucky number. Nyhm,
Not in
21.
handy.
21, a legal number for drinking, anyway. In
US
America.
maybe.
So, Nyhm, you are the first to go. So, what all are you all planning on doing? Are you all going to try to get in the same boat, or some of you going to stay on shore? Now, obviously, not all of you will be able to fit in one boat.
I think
If
the
to answer your question earlier, you there will be a skill check involved with the rowboat, but if two people are rowing, it will both of them roll, and it's like an advantage in a way.
How much? I mean, how much recoil can I create with a thunder wave?
I think I know what you're trying to do.
I mean, would
Give
it
me
work
a-
at least to
Give me an
push? I mean,
Arcana
at least
check.
to create waves or something. Arcana. I think I'm good at those.
I'd hope so. You're an artificer.
Yeah.
But this is also Tim-Tam we're talking about here.
21.
You think it would be very dangerous? You'd risk blowing up part of the boat. It'd be the equivalent of taking a bomb and blowing it up behind the back to try to get extra momentum on the boat. But it could be possible.
Okay. How many boats are on this side of the shore?
3.
3. If you guys are up for it, Nyhm could jump on the boat. Tim-Tam could use the thunder wave to try and propel her as far forward as possible, since she's got the jump distance. She'd be the only one at risk. She has a high AC. She could most likely avoid any type of damage. And with being as light as she is, she'd be able to get farther than anybody else. But it would sacrifice one of the boats.
The boat. I mean,
How big is this lake?
Pretty big.
I just don't want to like drop you in the middle of the.
Even if you drop me in the middle, that's still going to put me closer to where we're going than trying to sit there and row, 2 or 3 people trying to row the smaller boat at the same time.
Okay, so let's do that while Hemlock, Big Cat, and Saxton start rowing on another boat, and then I'll go with the siblings on another one once I catapult you.
Oh, right. We got them with us as well. Jesus,
Okay.
I'm an idiot. Yeah, that was.
So, here's the map, right? You see that big lake up there? That's the lake you guys are at.
Ooh.
And just to let you know, on from south to north, it's about a mile's length. Just to give you an idea how big it is. It's not even the long side of it. But that boat is about 400 feet out, so it's not dead in the center.
And even then, if you don't happen to destroy the boat, that allows me to be able to row it even further versus
So
swimming.
Nyhm, you're starting with this. Are you you're getting in the boat? Are you going in the boat by yourself, or are you waiting for someone else to get in the boat with you to help? Or
I am okay, I want to try and do this. I want to jump into the first boat
Mhm.
that I'm going to hold my action on, because Tim-Tam, not Caxos, as the name shows on Zoom,
Oh.
took me a second to wait for Tim-Tam to shoot the boat forward via our plan.
okay, that's classic Artificer. More Goblin Artificer. I'm gonna explode things. That's how I solve my problem.
I'm a goblin at heart, so yeah.
I like it. All right, so that's what Nym's doing for their bit. Hemlock, you would be up next. What are you thinking?
Something stupid, because it's always something stupid. I would like to jump in a boat, and I'm freaking out because there's another kid.
Would you jump in the one that Nym and Tim-Tam are going in, or are you gonna jump in a different boat?
I would like to jump in a different boat.
Okay.
And I turn around and I Eldritch blast the water and try to blast myself.
Wait,
That's
you should.
possible.
We can keep pushing him. I mean,
Do you want me to push him? Or
That
we're not really talking about it. It's kind of like an
Right.
instant thing. So like I
These
know what
aren't
Hemlock would do.
combat rounds. I was just more of like seeing the order of everybody's actions.
Oh, okay.
So it's more of like if Nym wanted to get in the boat and go without you guys, he would
Yeah,
have
I
had to
mean-
lead initiative, so he could have done it. It's pretty much what that
so
meant.
for example, you can hold until I throw the thunder wave, then you can Eldritch blast, and then maybe catapult afterwards. I don't know.
the way I figure it, if the if how far brain stop jumping channels here, how far can your explosion, your thunder wave go?
I have no idea. I mean, as long as you're alone on the boat, so it's nimble. It's a second level thunder wave. It's
The reason I ask is because if it's within range, or if it's not going to be within range after Hemlock goes, then you should hold your action until, or no, I'm sorry, other way around. Hemlock should hold her action until Tim-Tam can get the first thunder wave off to propel me forward.
I read the spell
No.
wrong. With your Arcana check, Tim-Tam,
Oh.
slight rewind, sorry everybody. You know that you could only cast it on self, and it's a 15-foot cube. So if you got in the
Yeah.
boat and you cast Thunderwave, you'd blow up the boat.
okay.
But if he stands, say, 10 feet, 5 feet behind the boat and casts it, would it then push it?
If you stayed 15 feet behind it, yes.
You would count it that way?
Yes.
Okay. So if that's the case, then yeah, Hemlock, if you're willing to try and get Nyhm out there as quick as possible, you could hit that boat first with the Eldritch, no, I'm sorry, other way around. You could hold your action with the Eldritch Blast, wait until Tim-Tam uses the Thunder Wave to shoot the boat as far forward as possible, then hit it with the Eldritch Blast to get me even further out.
Oh.
I don't know what Sax can do with it.
That also leads to the question for Hemlock, your Eldritch Blast. Do you have any evocations that would cause that effect with your Eldritch Blast? Because there is Repelling Blast that does that. It's an evocation.
I think. Let me look. Let me look at my evocations. My internet's so slow. I'm going to. Well, it's force. So let me. D&D
spell-
Beyond changed.
I'm sorry, the spell doesn't innately do push. Like Thunderwave
Mhm.
does. That's why I'm letting Thunderwave.
Yeah, I know I took a evocation for Eldritch Blast, but I can't remember which one. And
Alright. Agonizing Blast is what you took. That adds more damage.
okay,
Instead of
so it won't do anything.
unfortunately no.
Ah, damn. Okay, but it's still
you
force.
would know that though.
Okay.
Start rolling then.
You could help row.
Wait, does your cat? I mean, yeah. Does your cat swim fast?
Does my cat swim fast?
I mean, it's a mountain lion. Not a
Mountain.
It's not a Vaporeon.
Is the boat closer to this side of the lake or the other side of the lake?
This side of the lake. Like I said, it's about a mile to the other side of the lake from here, and this boat's 400 feet away. And a mile's a lot further than that.
5,240 feet.
Yeah. So, Hemlock, we'll looping back to you. You just gonna get in the boat and help row?
Well,
Get in your own boat
No.
and start rowing?
yeah, I'll just get in my own boat and start rowing.
Okay.
Might want to wait for Saxton.
I'll get in the boat.
It's a monk. It can punch the water to get to a boat. It's fine.
Saxton. What are you thinking?
I can't run on water yet, so I was thinking if it was closer to the other side, me and the cat would start running around to the other side of the lake.
It'd be faster to swim to the other side of the lake.
By days worth, if I'm not mistaken.
No, because I can move a mile in about a minute 30. If I move speed of 45, the cat's got to move speed of 40.
But what's your swim speed?
I was talking about going around the lake, not swimming. What is my swim speed? Is that half?
It's
Half
half.
your movement, yeah.
Would it be faster for me to swim out there?
Not versus a boat, but I don't think anyways.
Right now, my movement is 45.
How
So
fast?
what-
How fast are you again? Miles per hour?
Miles per hour? If I can do 45 feet a second.
No, 6 seconds.
mm,
I mean, actually, you can do 80, 90, right? Because you can dash.
Can I dash in the water?
You can dash anywhere.
Yeah.
It
just means you use another move.
Twice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if at normal run speed, it's less than a minute, 120 seconds, so 2 minutes for a mile. But if I dash, it's just a minute.
You might be faster swimming, actually. Instead of the boat.
I guess I could dash swim to the water.
Okay. And then,
So if swimming halves my speed in the water, it would take less than 10 seconds for me to dash swim out there.
yeah, you're a faster swimmer than the rowboat moves because you're a monk and you have such a high movement speed that even at half speed, if you're dashing, you'll be faster than the rowboat.
Well, I was saying
But
if I dash,
just ever so slightly.
if I dash, it takes me back up to my original walking speed, which
Exactly.
is 45.
Exactly.
So 400 feet at 45, that's what, about 8 seconds to get out there. So I guess I'll go for a swim.
Schwimmwagen.
Okay. And then Tim-Tam.
I will. Thunderwave? Are you sure about this?
Oh yeah, you're gonna jump in and Thunderwave. All right, so here's the different checks we're gonna do. Hemlock and Saxton and Nyhm are gonna give me athletics checks, and Tim-Tam is gonna give me an Arcana check.
Athletics, not acrobatics.
Athletics.
19 from the monk.
19, 18.
19.
Wow. What about Tim-Tam?
18.
Okay.
Yeah, roll very
You
high.
get in your 2 rowboats and a swimming owl, and you all freaking launch yourselves out into that lake. Both the rowboats actually bow up a little bit as you guys really get the rowing going. Before it levels out right before you get to the girl.
So does that actually gets us the full distance?
Yeah, we're not on actual combat rounds, but you all are able to get to this bag that's just in the water, and it's like mostly completely under the water. It's moving around.
Okay.
Holy
So
shit.
You all get there pretty much at the same time, actually, because you all rolled about the same.
nice. So that begs the question. Who goes after, since Mav's already in the water, Saxton's already in the water, he should probably, and he has the strength for it, go after the bag. What do we want to do with the person that just threw what looks like a child-sized bag into the water?
The Batra, that now that you guys are close enough, those of you that are in the boat, I would say when you're swimming, you can't really be looking up from that angle, especially if you're going at full speed. He is a Batra, and you notice a bunch of empty bottles in the boat, and he has a fishing rod over the other side of the rowboat that he's in, and he seems to just have completely maybe not ignored it, but just looking the other way. Like he doesn't care now.
I want to use my action to. Can I use my action to jump to his boat?
Yeah, we're not in initiative anymore.
Oh, okay. In that case, yeah. As soon as
Well,
I get close,
what do you guys do with the girl first?
knowing Saxton is in the water swimming and is basically already there, Nym's going after the guy.
Okay.
So,
I'll say it takes your full hop, because I would think you would hop there as soon as you could. So you'll boop.
absolutely. But
And
wanna
you're
try
on
and-
his boat, and his boat moves about 10 feet drifting because of the sheer momentum of your jump, and it like tilts his side a bit, and he's just
well, that's the thing. I wanted to land in the boat in such a way that I effectively stomp and try to knock him either at least on his butt or overboard.
oh, you're gonna do an unarmed strike or a shove.
Not technically. I was thinking of just using that momentum on the boat to try and knock him off, not actually try and shove him physically.
Okay, give me a
Please say acrobatics, please.
athletics check.
Damn it.
Because you're trying to use the strength of your legs with the momentum to rock the boat enough that he would fall out.
And jumping from one boat to the next to do this doesn't include it. No worries. Hey, still a dirty 20.
Okay. You jump onto the boat, and you hit it at just the right angle with enough force that it really rocks back and forth. And he just falls into the water. Squish boosh with his fishing rod.
Whoever's the closest boat out there, you trying to swim towards it with the sack.
You got a boat with a Tim-Tam, and you got a boat with a Hemlock.
Whoever's closer, I'd try
They're-
to get there.
They're
and put
both equal distance.
I will go. I will go closer to the thing.
All right, towards Hemlock's boat and the sack into the boat.
I untie the sack. Is there a child? And
You open it up, and inside you see a what appears to be maybe like a 10-year-old equivalent age female Servian goat Vistani girl. And wait, she's obviously coughing up water and stuff.
oh my goodness.
Her fur is raven black, just like solid. And after she gets done
Pat her back.
getting her breath and stuff, she says thank you. You know,
So
I
now
can't
that
do a
they've-
little girl voice, and I won't attempt to. So
Thank you.
So now that the girl has been saved, and
Mhm.
hopefully
And- splash, splash, splash. Gets back, gets his arms up onto the boat that you're on. Head pops up. As his head pops up, his big bat nose is all red and flushed. He reeks of wine. And he's like... and he starts climbing back into the boat, tilting it towards him.
and I put my rapier right in his face.
He falls into the boat.
I would not have let him on the boat. That's why I put the rapier in his face to keep him from climbing all the
Oh,
way.
well,
into
he's
the boat.
still climbing in. He doesn't seem to notice it at first. Do you
Wow.
actually pierce his skin with the rapier?
No, but I bonk him on the head with it so he pays attention.
Okay, roll to hit. At advantage.
Good, because that first one was a 4.
Is this lethal or non-lethal bonk?
Non-lethal. I just want his attention. I'm not trying to actually do much damage.
Lethal bonk.
Lethal.
Well, I mean, the rapier has a pummel.
Hmm.
That could be lethal.
That's true. It's a 21 non-lethal bonk.
Okay, I'm gonna say you willingly make it 1 damage, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you lightly bonk him, and when you bonk him, he seems to almost like he was like in a trance, and he kind of snaps out of it and goes, "Why did you do that?"
Why'd you throw the little girl overboard?
Vistani are lucky. I thought if I would sacrifice her to the lake, maybe I would get some fish. I haven't gotten any fish in a while.
And you thought to throw in a girl.
Yep. Just saw her wandering through the woods. Little Vistani girl. He's like, moving back and forth. Obviously super drunk.
So I'm gonna put my foot on his
Have
head.
you
and push
seen
him.
my fishing? Hey! He attempts to get your foot off.
I want to attempt to keep
Opposed.
him underwater.
Opposed.
Grapple.
Yeah.
That's a strength check.
Mm-hmm.
Diddle-diddle-doo. 15.
Okay. His head's still under the water. And he's like trying to. You'll hear like the splashing and stuff as Nym's on the other side of that boat. And he's
You
like,
got the girl.
desperately trying to get air again.
No, don't kill him. Maybe he was doing it on another account of somebody else.
Did somebody say account? Okay.
Uh,
One.
go.
Did you save the girl?
One drowned bat.
He's not drowned yet. I plan on giving him air, but this is the equivalent of dunking somebody's head in a water trough to attempt to sober them up. So I'm waiting for a response back from somebody else.
I'm
got
gonna roll con save. The bubbles stop. What do?
I take my foot back.
He does the dead man float.
Oh.
Immediately?
I mean, you were sitting there for quite a few seconds. You're looking back at everybody, and you guys are having a conversation. Meanwhile, he was not expecting that, so he didn't get to hold his breath. And he's going, and he rolled really bad on a con save.
Okay.
You think you could resuscitate him if you act quick.
Bring that guy back to the boat. Please?
So you guys pull him back into the boat.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll do that.
I have before you do that.
Do you
I
attempt to revive him?
I have a
Yeah.
question before that's done. That involves attempted revivification. Although Callie, you may want to mute for the next few seconds.
Earmuffs.
Yeah. So in an attempt to pull him back into the boat, as well as attempt to resuscitate him in the same aspect, would a lightning lure be able to do that? Effectively using a what's the machine?
Quite
the machine?
easily, considering he's unconscious and can't make the strength save.
Well,
However,
that,
you would
yeah.
not
Not
be able
that
to do it
far.
non-lethally.
Yeah, but that's the
He's
question.
right here.
No, that's the question. Would the electrical damage be able to jostle him awake?
It's not really what the spell's meant for.
Right, but in the
That's
same regard, if he's already
so
dead, it
risky.
probably wouldn't matter. Say what, Lluis?
That's so risky.
That's not how
Just
CPR
pull him up
works.
and just like give him out the
Yeah.
mouth.
I'll pull him up and I cast Cure Wounds.
Oh, okay.
Okay, yeah. If you're not going to let me
You
attempt
cast Cure Wounds,
No.
and the bludgeoned part of his head unbludgeons, but he is still unconscious and lungs filled with water.
Yeah, he's in your boat now.
You can attempt a medicine check. That involves
I'll try.
the help the chest and try to do all that.
So
Punch him in the gut.
I have -1 on medicine, so I will probably punch him in the chest and see what happens.
What do you even name? Well, yeah, that's wisdom based. I thought it was intelligence.
Oh,
for some reason.
13. Yeah, I rolled a 14.
You are actually able to get him to cough up the water. I won't describe it, but now I won't describe it, but now all you smell, Tim-Tam, is wine, and it was not pleasant.
Well, I resuscitate him. I learned from Saxton.
Not how you do a cardiac thump at all.
And I didn't have to electrocute a bunch of fishes.
Monsters! I just wanted fish. He's like rolling around on the boat. He's got a beer belly. If he was human, he would have like a scraggly beard.
Okay, so you saved
His
him.
fur is very matted and stuff.
Let's get him back to shore, take him back, and let the Vistani have their justice.
Yeah, I don't know.
We could
I
also try
saved
to
him
interrogate him.
because
It's going to take an
Hemlock-
hour to get back there. We can interrogate on the move.
True. Lluis, what'd you say?
I mean, I just saved him because Hemlock sick, so I don't know what to do with him now.
Well, if Saxton, if you're willing to give up your seat on Big Cat, then we can at least put him on the back of the cat, and as we're moving, I can at least attempt a preliminary interrogation. That way we can at least take him back to the Vistani, and afterward, they can do with him whatever.
I'm assuming these rowboats have rope to at least the shore.
There's a rope for the anchor. You could use that. Yeah.
Use as bindings.
Yeah, sure. Well, you guys have rope, don't you?
And we should in some of our packs. But if we have rope from these boats, why would we waste our own rope? In fact, you could probably just put an anchor on the guy and you probably won't be able to move.
Yeah, that's when we throw him back into the lake.
That's when the anchor's attached to the rope.
He doesn't resist at all anymore now. He's just like laying there.
Let's check on the girl. If she looks hurt, I will.
She looks
cast-
cold,
She looks cold
and wet.
Oh,
you know. like-
what can I do? What can I do for her?
You may have a bedroll and or a blanket in your
Yeah.
inventory.
I don't have.
You could use prestidigitation to try.
Okay, yeah, that's what I was looking at. I'll use prestidigitation.
Okay.
And my hands become a hair dryer, and I'm like, whoosh. But
I'm going to swim back to shore.
Okay.
Can you drag my boat with you?
I'm Am I going to Mark Spitz pull your boat with me?
I mean, that's what I'm asking. I got launched here, and I'm a small creature in a medium-sized boat,
Saxton, that would slow you down.
but only slightly.
So it'd only take me 20 seconds to get back to shore instead of 10.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Nym's going to do the captain pose, 1 foot on the edge of the boat, and doing the eyes on the horizon stance while she's being pulled.
While the boat's sinking.
You said you were pulling it, not sinking it.
You're not going to do your Jack Sparrow as the boat sinks into the bay?
If I did that, I'd have to step on your head before I hit the shore. There's no dock around here. Or were they at docks? Or were they just pulled up on the shore?
They were just pulled up on the shore. There's no docks
Okay.
on this lake.
So yeah, I'd have to step on your head to pull off Jack Sparrow.
Hey, we could actually move faster than if you rode me.
Kinky stuff aside, Hemlock, give me an insight check on this girl.
Ooh. So, 19.
She seems to be taking this fairly well for a little girl. She's actually behaving more like she's an adult. She's definitely like in distress and stuff, but she's not like crying or asking for her mommy or anything like that.
You're being really brave. I don't know if I would be brave in this situation, so good for you. But if you need to talk about it, I'm here. And then I give her
She
a hug.
offers a hug for you.
Yeah. You take it.
Okay.
It must have been so scary. I
She's
can't
like,
imagine.
She's like, yeah, I almost died. Petting your hair, your fur.
Meanwhile, back at shoreline, splash, 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 splash.
My name is Arabelle. What's your name?
Oh, I'm Hemlock. Oh, it's so nice to meet you, Arabelle. I'm so glad we were here to save you.
What brought you here? Did my dad send you?
Oh, we heard that there was a Vasani girl that was missing, and we wanted to try and make sure that you were okay.
Oh, well, thank you.
Oh, it's no problem. I'm just glad we were here on time. Does this happen to you a lot?
Not really, no. But
Okay.
I wouldn't be the first kid who's died here.
Oh, no.
Okay, just so we're clear, I was not laughing at you. I was laughing at a comment that was made to somebody else. I apologize profusely for laughing during that.
I didn't hear you laugh, so.
Are y'all coming to the shoreline anytime soon?
Oh,
I don't
we
know.
should get you back.
Oh, okay.
No, what were you gonna say? Go ahead and say it. I'm all ears.
Oh, I was just gonna say you smell nice.
Oh,
You
thank
smell like flowers.
Oh, thank you. I give her
She
another
actually
hug.
gives you a little smile.
Oh, I'm glad. Want to help me? No, I'll row back to shore. You just relax. Let's go. Row back to shore.
Okay. Okay. Transition. Everybody's back ashore. Nyhm
Taking
and
dry.
Saxton, since you guys got there first with the hobo guy, what are you doing with him? He's just laying there sprawled out in the bottom of the boat. Boat. Well, I guess I'm
I'd
gonna
say we turn
die.
back to Big Cat and let me do him.
Not yet.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Stereo.
What the stereo?
That was not in character.
What's a character?
I'm just going to
Non-lethally.
pick him up.
I
and-
think I'm out of
Non-lethally stab.
character. He's unconscious.
My spleen.
Go on.
And toss him on top of the cat.
Well, he's not unconscious. He's incapacitated. Since you non-lethally stab him.
So I can't
So
pick
much
him
for
up
the-
and
No,
Yeah, you can pick him up.
I just can't interrogate him now.
Oh no, you can still interrogate me. I'm just incapacitated,
Okay.
as per the condition.
Right.
Wait, what's a condition?
Where do you come from?
Where did you go?
Valaki?
Yeah.
Is your name Cotton Joe?
No, it's
Thank you.
Pluto.
Why were you carrying this little girl in a bag on a boat? I think is the bigger question here.
Pluto Karograph.
Gesundheit. Didn't answer my question.
I didn't know you spoke Dwarvish. I wish I could see your face right now.
I'm really glad you can't, because there may be an obscene gesture or two on the camera.
Oh, well. I just thought if I offered her to the lake, I would get more fish. Istani are really lucky, you know.
So
There's a million wolves. Can you just...
Don't gotta worry about them in the boat.
hands Tim-Tam my rapier for a non-lethal stab.
It's fine. I'm not feeling violent right now.
He pukes up a bunch of wine. Oh, I feel better.
So, Saxton, you get to wash Big Cat this afternoon.
Big Cat's like
no.
food.
No,
Mm.
no. No,
I
thank
don't-
you.
Not
I don't
yet.
recommend that.
Looks juicy.
No.
No, the
Wait.
term is marinated.
Are we talking about the Batra?
Yeah, Big Cat is definitely eyeing him, and his tail's flicking. But Hemlock hears that via the speak. It's not actually vocally saying anything.
Okay.
The smell of it heavily marinated.
Big Cat.
Cat's ears poke up and looks at you.
Maybe not right now. We won't eat Mr. Luto. We were gonna take Arabella.
He smells like food I'm supposed to eat.
Well, we're not gonna do that right now. We're going to take him back and get him his just desserts.
Ooh, can I have him for dessert?
Maybe, if the Vasani say that you can.
Oh,
but
food.
right now.
So
not
eat food
right
first,
now.
and then him for dessert.
I think we should start walking.
It's gonna.
Yeah,
night.
Hemlock, and the Big Cat are just kind of staring at each other, maybe making like a big cat purge every once in a while. A little growl and murmur here and there.
I'll get you some food, but we can't eat the guy right now. Maybe later. I'm not guaranteeing. I'm just saying maybe.
Well, I'm sorry. I'm just saying there's food right here, and we don't have to get food later because there's food now. And I mean, this food looks like it's not going anywhere. I mean, normally like birds and stuff, they like fly away, and this guy, he's just.
Not to step on your toes, but wouldn't this be an animal handling check?
I mean, you're gonna work with that.
It would be, but she can talk to it, so rules are weird.
Patience is a virtue.
I thought it was an imp.
Tell that to a cat.
Let me look at the Big Cat stat.
No, you missed the most important word there. Arguing with a cat.
You can't argue with a cat. They'll just knock shit off the table.
Well, patience is virtue, yes. What you say is true. Not needed here, though. Food right here. Don't see why we can't have food now. Food might go bad. Or run away.
If he dies before we get there, you can eat him.
Oh, okay. He goes to pounce at him.
No.
Hold up. We had already tied him up and put him on the back of Big Cat.
Yeah, he just turns around and swipes at him.
Okay. But the death cannot be by your hands.
I have paws.
It cannot be by your paws.
I knew that was coming.
Kind of like that, and it's like teeth.
Not your teeth, not your paws, not your tail, not anything on you.
The you
amount
hear everybody else hears contemplative purring.
What does it sound
as
like
you
here?
continue to travel. Big Cat's trying to find a way to loophole your reasoning, but he can't.
Yeah.
He's not that smart. He got an 8 on his intelligence check. So, you all start heading back to that camp that had the dusk feathers and stuff? Okay.
I would lead them there at half the speed. Or, I'm sorry, twice the speed.
Do you go through the woods like before, or do you follow around the perimeter of the town? It would
Since
take a
I'm-
little longer, but it wouldn't be in the woods.
Well, that's the thing. Now that I know where the location is to this particular town, I can get there at double time going through the woods using
Half
my
time.
back road. Yeah, half time. Damn it. I keep screwing up the words. Thank you, Lluis.
Okay.
Double
because of
speed,
my-
half time.
Yes.
And you're there.
Wow, that was fast.
You were there as fast as exposition will allow.
I think my feathers finally got dry.
But we have to go to the Vastani, though.
The Vistani camp inside this.
The camp is at the top of the hill, and the
Oh, yeah,
houses
right.
there are houses around the foot of the hill. You recall. There's a wagon caravan up at the top, and then there's like a big tent in the middle.
We'd only gone down onto the buildings at the bottom.
Yeah, you never went
Yeah,
up the
we
hill.
didn't, yeah.
As I say, we go back to that one since they know we were looking for the girl to begin with. That's probably where anybody that's still searching for her would return to.
Ismark and Irina are like, oh hey, we're here.
Yeah, we kind
Oh,
of.
hi.
Hi.
Oh, hi, Ismark.
Pretty much.
I hate you so much.
I didn't drown the girl. I did not. Okay. So you head back there, and Casimir Velikov, the leader of the Dusk Feathers, says, "Oh, that is great news. Alexei will want us here." And he points up to the top of the tent.
Let's go.
Yay.
Piled outside the wagons are several empty casks of wine. From inside the tent comes the crack of a whip, followed by the howls of a young folk. 3 sputtering campfires fill the tent with smoke, and through the haze you can see 6 Vistani passed out in various places in the dead grass. A barely conscious and shirtless teenager hugs the central tent pole. His hooves are bound with rope, and his back streaked with blood. An older, larger Vistani, larger Syrian, in studded leather, lashes the young man with a horsewhip, causing him to scream again. Standing in the bigger Syrian man's shadow is a third, who is also clad in studded leather. He says, "Easy, brother. I think Alexei has learned his lesson." And then one of them turns around and sees you guys entering the tent. The one with the whip looks very mad. The one without the whip looks carefree. This is the first time you've seen an angry Vistani. And his anger quickly turns to relief as he sees the little girl as you guys come in. And he drops the whip and he runs up to her and he's like, "Oh, my baby girl, Oh, he goes to hug her. "Oh, why did you run off like that? You should have stayed in camp. Who knows what dangers you could have encountered out there." And she just,
She may have been taken by surprise by this fella. And I just slowly roll him off the back of Big Cat and let him thump on the floor. Yeah, ignore the stab marks.
oh no, this is fine. This is more than fine. This is perfect. What did he do? What did you do to her? Do you do anything to her? As this
Well-
guy gets her in your face.
We caught him throwing her in a bag into the lake.
Oh. Someone likes water then, eh? He takes a nearby empty sack and he puts it on the guy's head. On Blueto's head. And he says, "We thank you greatly for bringing back my daughter. The least I can do is offer you something in one of our wagons. Check out the..." and he describes the specific wagon. You can have one thing in there. And I shall deal with this man's punishment," as he just grabs him and puts his hands behind his back. And he takes him over towards the main pole supporting the tent. And he takes out this wicked-looking curved dagger. And you see him use it to cut the rope off of the guy that was already whipped. And he falls to the ground, back bleeding from all the lashes. And he says, "You can go. I think the scars are punishment enough for not taking care of my daughter, not watching her properly." And that Vistani, that teenage Vistani, crying from pain, leaves the tent. Not very quickly, because he's very hurt, but he leaves as quick as he can. Do you all stay in here? Wait to see what happens next, or do you leave?
I jump down, go to inspect the cart.
Okay.
Let's see what goodies we got.
The other fellow would definitely say, especially if to any of you that were staying, "This isn't going to be pretty. I suggest you go."
I'm gonna go. I don't want to see this. So I'm gonna go try to find Alexi.
The last you see is the angrier Vistani taking a bucket of water, and he's pouring it over top of the Batcher's head that's in the sack while he's laying on his back. He's waterboarding him.
Oh God.
Yo.
And he's saying a bunch of equivalents to, like, "See how you like it," you know, stuff. He's not nice. So you head over to the wagon, and as you head over to the wagon, you can see, let's see, a few things in here: a wooden chest, an iron chest, a very fancy looking jewelry box, sitting underneath all of those is a wooden throne. What appears to be a rug that's rolled up, and a small wooden box.
Does the jewelry box look familiar?
No.
Okay. Well, may as well crack each of them open, see if there's anything inside of each one. Maybe one thing in particular we're looking for that could be beneficial or of most value.
The other Vistani fellow walks out of the big tent towards the wagon with you guys. And he says, Pardon my brother, he's got a bit of a mood." Inside you hear, like, no. And he says, "Well, which one of these do you want?"
Is the rug like a magic carpet or something? Can I like do a Arcana check on it or something?
It is not magical, but it does come from a faraway land and is quite valuable.
Ooh.
So are we allowed to open the boxes, or is this let's make a deal rules?
Brother said that you could take one of these. Never said you could open it here. I'll give you the key to any of these boxes, whichever one you choose.
So I'm assuming we're only going to get out to open one of them. We're not going to be able to see what's inside all of them.
Well, exactly.
Wait, what did he say exactly?
These are many treasures that we've gotten through our travels outside the mists.
No, about the cart. What is about taking one item?
You were allowed to take one item
All right, let's take the cart.
from the chest, or from the wagon.
So basically, if we were to say one of the chests, we could take the chest, he would give us the key, and whatever's inside it is whatever we get.
Yeah, and oh my god, I just realized this is a loot box.
Yeah.
So
You got a wooden chest, an iron chest, onyx jewelry box with gold gilded stuff on it, a wooden throne. The wooden throne is pretty self-explanatory, and you don't need to open anything for that. A rug, a very big 10-foot long rug, and a small wooden box.
My vote would be for the iron box because usually, more valuable stuff would be kept inside.
I was kind of thinking the same, and it could provide some possible magic items that some of us might be able to use. Anybody, any other opinion?
Well, you don't know exactly what's in the boxes. Like maybe we should go for the throne or the rug or something that looks valuable so we know that it's valuable. Like you could open that box and it could be a bunch of bobby pins. You don't know.
And you want to
But-
carry a rug or a throne around?
Yeah.
I gotta ask, now I think about it, where's Big Cat? Did you bring
Oh.
Big Cat with you?
Yeah.
Yeah, I assumed
Okay.
that he was with us as soon as me and Saxton started moving away.
Okay. There's this moment, since Hemlock has the highest passive perception, that you realize Big Cat isn't around.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. So
You hear a tiger lion roar, wildcat roar, and a scream in a nearby
Oh.
wagon.
I run to I guess I will
And
drop
we
everything and run
will
there.
We'll go with the iron box.
end there for today. No, I'm kidding.
Can we get that to go?
No, what? I was like, that's like 15. What are you talking about?
You promised me you would take care of the cat.
I am taking care of it.
That Vistani looks over where the roaring came from, and he draws his sword.
No,
He's like, what the
no,
hell?
no,
Check, please.
no, 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 no. I go towards.
He goes to push you back, and he's like,
No, 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 no.
no, there's a... What the hell? And he goes to use his sword to open up the tent. And as you look inside the tent, you see Bluto is still laying down with the sack and stuff. And that guy had the bucket, but he has dropped the bucket. And on the opposite side of the tent, you see Big Cat. And in his maw is one of the Vistani. And he's holding it by its neck. And it looks like he's just like twitching, pretty much dead. There's no way you can save him at this point. And Big Cat is like, finally, food. So much food here.
Oh, this is going to turn out bad.
Ringmaster said this is where I hunt. This is what I do.
This is what I do. This is what I do. I chew
No.
on you.
Oh, I knew you were going there.
It's-
I'll give you
I know
all
your
a round
face.
before I roll initiative.
Um,
If you guys
I
want to try
run-
something.
Oh,
As the guy who's doing the torturing goes to pull out that dagger again.
no.
And the guy that was
Oh.
with you guys definitely looks like he's going to go after the big cat.
I
What
pull.
about that red?
I say, big cat, drop it. and hopefully he drops it, and then I run to the Vistani and I cast Spare the Dying.
Okay. Give me an animal handling check
Okay, come on.
at disadvantage.
Oh, God. Okay, thank God. Dirty 20.
Okay.
I rolled a 14 and a 20.
You run over to him, and as you're running over to him, he looks like he's not going to drop it, but he does drop the body. What are the rest of you doing, real quick? This has all happened at once.
As I see Hemlock running towards the body, I guess it's already like doing spell stuff. I will say, "Hey, take this," and I will throw a Cure Wounds bottle of juice of mine to Hemlock to put it also on the guy. Cure Wounds level 2.
Before I answer, Saxton.
I was going to say I'd be looking around and readying a defensive posture.
So
Okay.
you're sticking close by me.
Yeah,
And
taking a
Warren,
dodge.
How ironic. Nyhm, being less than, well, I don't know the right terminology for this one. Going to use lockpicks to try and pop open the chest to see what's inside them, if I've got the time. Or if it's even available in the...
Yeah, I think the scream is a big enough distraction.
And I'll say this is a big tent. The opposite side of the tent is 20 feet. It's 20-foot diameter tent, circular tent. So, just so you guys get a distance of how far away Big Cat is from your guys' side, because it's the opposite side. Nyhm, give me a sleight of hand check.
Cool. $22.
Okay.
Would go for the iron chest first. If that makes a difference. Huh?
Yep, it does.
Okay. Bless you.
Who? What?
Callie sneezed, but she had muted herself. And I saw it, so I just wanted to bless her.
Gesundheit.
Okay. What's your armor class?
Total is, traps. 17.
Okay. You open up the lock with ease, and as you do, a dart goes shtick and hits you right in the chest, and I need a Constitution saving throw.
Ooh, it beat a 17. Holy shit, okay. Constitution, there it is.
You roll pretty good.
18.
Okay. You made the check. However, the initial piercing damage you take is 3. And you take only half of this damage, so you take 8 poison damage from the dart.
So, can I use my uncanny dodge to half that? Because I am 5th level rogue. Anytime it would go to hit me.
You would half the initial attack from the dart. You wouldn't be able to half the poison. Because the poison was a saving throw, not a roll to hit.
Yeah.
Does it? Oh, okay, wait. Let me double check.
Okay.
Because it might just say you take half the damage from an attack, and if that's the case, then you would take half from all of that.
Yeah, it just
which is
says the
totally
attack.
fine. Where are you at? Uncanny dodge. Okay, yeah. I guess you take half of that total.
Cool. So 2 piercing, 4 poison?
Yes. 1 piercing, because we round down.
Okay, 1 piercing. Okay. So that's 5. No, yeah, 5.
We round down to this 5e house.
That's fine.
Inside, and right before we roll initiative, inside, you see a lot of gold coins. Now we roll initiative.
That's all I saw.
The chest is filled with gold coins.
Okay.
Oh yeah, Big Cat stats. See what he got.
I got an 8.
Got a rock. Then the Vistani.
One.
20 for Tim-Tam, was that?
No, Saxon was.
Oh, sorry.
I got the
Wasn't
19.
Paying attention, who? Oh,
Missed it by that much.
what is your dex bonus, Tim-Tam?
2.
Roll off. Give me a just straight d20 roll.
I also got a 19.
Roll offs. Everybody with 19s re-roll.
But wait, what's
17.
what's Hemlock's dexterity bonus?
+2.
Wow.
Can I re-roll my 8?
No, sorry.
Damn it.
What did Hemlock get on the dice?
10.
Okay. What about Tim-Tam?
17.
Okay. So it will be Tim-Tam, Hemlock, and then the other thing that got 19. Wow. Three-way tie with everybody having the same dex bonus. That's a first.
I'm not part of this calculation. I don't like it.
Then... Oh, of course they go first. Okay. So, as we begin, that Vistani that was torturing the blue toe moves at a surprisingly quick speed, flies right past you, Hemlock, and he goes straight for the big cat's throat with the dagger.
Do I get like an attack of opportunity or something?
No, because he got first on initiative. Yeah. And because he's first, he has advantage on his attack roll.
I don't want to. God, I'm sad.
Wait, what did he get?
Oh my god. He got 21 on his initiative.
Okay.
But
Did he just roll a nat 20?
despite all odds, he got 2 nat 3s on the dice. And that's with
I'm sorry.
advantage.
Callie, in this kind of a campaign, you're worried about anybody getting hurt. You realize how bad this is going to end for you, right?
What I don't care. She doesn't care about herself.
That's his first attack.
It's no.
Second attack at advantage. Definitely hits. As he stabs Big Cat right in the neck. And this counts as a critical.
Who do we have to kill now?
Big Cat makes a con save.
You don't have to kill. You could go non-lethal on any of these people.
That's
He stabs Big Cat in the neck. And Big Cat goes down on the ground.
Oh.
Wait, what did he roll in the attack for Big Cat?
His second attack,
Yeah.
he got a total of 22 to hit.
Oof. So the armor did nothing.
What did it for the first attack? He put his dagger right between the plating where the neck was at. This guy seems very dangerous, to say the least. And he pulls the dagger out. Blood starts coming out. Big Cat kind of just like falls to the ground and starts bleeding a whole bunch. And he's like, hurt is all you get, Hemlock. From Big Cat.
No. My baby.
Saxton, you're next.
Am I in the same tent or am I outside the tent with?
You're like
with-
just outside the tent, but the tent's flap is open, so you see all this happening. It's about 20 feet away. The big cat is.
All right. Are we doing this live? 'Cause
Big
we're doing
cat
this
looks
live,
like he's not gonna last for much longer.
and I will cover that distance and try to engage the Vistani.
Okay. The Vistani that was with you guys at the chests and stuff turns around and sees you running up towards his brother, and he is surprised. So he doesn't get surprised, as in you go before him on the initiative count. So you run past him, and you get up to his brother with the dagger.
At 21 to hit.
21 hits.
8 damage on that one.
Are you going non-lethal or full lethal?
I'm going lethal at the moment.
You notice that the dagger, as it's you're getting really close, not only is it covered in Big Cat's blood, but it seemed to have some kind of green viscous liquid that was on the blade.
Okay, so it's poisoned. 25 for the next one.
That hits.
That gets 9 damage.
Okay, he decides to take half.
All right, Fury of Blows.
All right,
17 to hit.
17 does hit, yes.
8 more damage.
Okay.
And 18.
18 hits.
And 9 more damage.
Okay.
Then I move back away towards the others to get in between me and him and them.
Okay, he would have done an attack of opportunity, but he used his reaction to have one of your attacks.
He wouldn't be able to anyway because I use Fury of Blows. He can't react.
Oh, right, that's right. Well. Okay. That's Saxton's turn.
Yes.
Alright, Tim-Tam, you are up.
Okay. Can temporary hit points help stabilize and stuff?
No.
Okay. Then I will go to Big Cat and cast that second level Cure Wounds
Alright.
for 16 HP.
Okay, the bleeding immediately stops and the wound starts to close up a bit. 16?
Yeah.
You said? Okay. Still looking pretty bad.
That's all. I look confused with the
Okay.
rest of my action.
Okay. Hemlock. You're pretty much right next to Big Cat. I think about it.
No.
Some of his blood's on your face.
Thank you. Spare the Dying won't help, will it? Because he doesn't have 0 hit points anymore.
Currently, at the moment, no. If Tim-Tam didn't do that, then yes. But it's whatever.
She is crying and she lets out a scream and she goes for the big guy and she
With the dagger?
Huh?
With the dagger?
the guy that the one that hurt Big Cat, and she touches him, and she says, "You reap what you sow," and I have to hit. Let's see. Does an 18 hit?
An 18 does hit.
Okay. He takes. Can't do math. Hang on. He takes 13 necrotic damage.
Okay.
You realize
Inflict wounds, right?
No, it's vampiric touch.
Oh. So as your hand touches him, he starts to turn a bit more pale as you do that necrotic damage.
Yeah. And I don't think I get like temporary hit points from
Temporary
it.
hit. Does it give temporary hit points, or does it give hit points?
It gives you hit points. You regain hit points, so I just don't get anything.
Okay.
So I'm going to concentrate on this.
And where your hand touches, since you can't gain the hit points from it, I'm gonna say where your digits were touching him. Those 5 spots like anime blood, like.
Hypothetically, if she had one hand on Big Cat and did that with the other, would she be able to?
Yeah, could I do that?
No.
That's what I was. Oh, damn it!
There's a spell for that. It's a 3rd level wizard spell called Life Transference.
I know, I had that.
Yep. And that's Hemlock's turn.
Yeah.
wait,
Yeah.
did we miss me?
Oh, you had a low one.
Oh,
this
yeah,
time.
Yeah,
you
you have
come after
you have an 8
Hemlock.
initiative. We're still in the first round, man.
Oh, that's right. That was before the first round started. I apologize. A lot has happened. I thought
Quick.
that went through.
Quick question: the Vastani Big Cat was eating. It's like in front of him, right?
I cast Spare the Dying on him, didn't I?
Oh,
Mhm.
you already okay.
Okay.
You.
He's no longer
okay.
bleeding out and stuff, but he is missing like a chunk of his neck.
Oh, cool. Okay, that was the question.
Okay. It's just then that you notice Irina and Ismark aren't around. Even more than normal. As in, like, they're not in the area.
Quick question.
You hear outside a, like, whoosh, it's one of the horses speeds out of the camp down the hill.
Before the initiative started and Hemlock cast Spare the Dying, Tim-Tam threw a 2nd level Cure Wounds. Did Hemlock use that on the Vastani, or does she still have it?
She
No,
still
I
has
still have it.
It takes an action to use.
That's actually, I mean, it's not in the mechanics of the class, but since all my spells are technically things I made, I don't know how forgiving the DM is. I mean, maybe if you use it on the round, it counts. If not, it doesn't, or something. I mean, you can.
So she still
for this,
has it. She can
for
use it on
this,
the cat.
I might review it later. For now, it's fine.
Okay.
She's holding on to your level 2. It's like a scroll almost. No way. So yeah, the brother with the sword that was initially going to give you guys keys for the chests. He's like, he has his sword drawn and he runs towards you guys. And he says, sorry, and he says, no, if you're gonna hurt Arngol, you're gonna have to go through me. As he runs up and attempts to swing at the nearest person, and I'll say the nearest person will be Saxton.
All right.
Oh yeah, he also, with his offhand, draws a dagger. And he does shing shing with the sword and stab you with the dagger at you. 18 to hit.
It hits.
Okay, that first attack deals 6 slashing damage. Second attack with sword. 19 to hit.
Yep.
And deals 8 slashing damage.
Mm-hmm.
And his dagger attempts a quick jab at you with it. 23 to hit. And you take 7 piercing damage. And he says, to the other Vistani, "We need help in here! They're trying to kill us!"
Oh, come on.
And a few of the Vistani that are on the ground that were passed out are like starting to wake up and stuff. And you guys hear them in the wagons and stuff and some hollering down at the bottom of the hill.
So you guys realize you can try to talk to them in the middle of this fight, right?
I'm not mad.
And it
I'll
is
talk
Nym's
to
turn,
Nymra.
finally.
Okay, so I will move over to the wooden chest
Okay.
and search for traps first.
Alright, that will be your action.
Yep.
Okay, investigation check.
Okay. 15.
With a 15, you just notice another one of these similar traps on it.
Cool. Don't think I can use any of my bonus actions for anything, right?
Unless you got things you can do with your bonus action.
I mean, I've got some that I could do. Bonus actions, cunning action, dash, disengage, or hide. I'll hide. As a bonus action.
Alright, give me a stealth check.
Yep.
While you're hiding, you realize that when you investigate the little trap, you see that it goes off if the chest is opened, but not the specific key is put inside the keyhole.
Gotcha. 17 on the stealth.
Okay. After Nyhm, we loop back around to the guy with the dagger. Because the guy with the dagger looks at Hemlock and with anger in his eyes. And he says, being pretty injured at this point because you guys beat him up a bit. And he says, what would he say right now? You literally just brought his daughter back.
I know. And he's being mean.
I thought we were allies. As he goes to stab at Hemlock. 13.
13. Yes, just hits.
All right.
Wouldn't you have
And
to go through me to get
just
to her?
as quickly as he stabs at her, he just like kind of twists the blade, and as he's pulling it out, he's stabbing at Saxton. That's 17 to hit.
That hits.
All right, both of you need Constitution saving throws.
Dirty 20.
Nine.
Okay. I'll do normal damage first. So, Hemlock, you take 5 piercing damage. Saxton, you take 4. And then, Hemlock, you take 24 poison damage. And Saxton takes 12.
Wait, what did I take more? I had a high con save.
No, you took half.
Took 24.
She took 24, you took 12.
Oh. Hey, I'm back down to my favorite number.
Are you down?
Oh, I'm at 1.
Okay. And how are you looking, Hemlock?
I'm looking okay. A little less than half.
Okay. And he looks at Saxton and says, "Surrender now and I'll spare your life."
I'm going to try to talk him down and say we were just trying to save our companion that he attacked, that we can heal his friend, but we need to stop this now.
You attacked me after I was protecting my own men. That beast came in here and killed him. Well, almost
You
killed
attacked
him.
that beast after we were saving your man.
Give me a persuasion roll.
18.
Okay. We'll say coincidentally at that point, a bunch of Vistani were like opening up the tent flaps and they were coming in. And there's... Oh, how many Vistani are in this camp? Luckily, there aren't many right now. Okay, so each one of those contains 3. There are... Over 30 Vistani are coming in to the tent as they popped out of the wagons that they were resting in just outside.
Did you just not say not many?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah, this is just a few of them. And as they're coming in through the tent flaps, he raises his hand and gives like a hold signal, and all of them stop. And this happens like right as you were saying that, Saxton. You're having your little bout. And after that, it's... I would say it's definitely the next person's turn. So we would go to Tim-Tam. Tim-Tam, do you do anything at the moment?
Yes.
Oh,
I will.
Nyhm, there are 3 Vistani within 5 feet of you where you're hiding. They don't see you.
Cool.
I will drop my turret, but it will. I mean, it's the same turret, but it will glow like faintly green. And instead of like having like a crossbow top, it will be more like a helicopter. And it will be the
It says,
the healing one, and it will target the one with the least HP right now. My ally, I mean, probably Saxton.
Yeah, I'd say so.
It's temporary HP, but
Better than nothing at this point.
yeah. I think it's 2d8 plus 1d8 plus 4. Okay. $11 HP, temporary HP, Saxon.
better than 9. Better than 1.
And it will heal someone each turn. Bastani or Friend, it's fine.
Okay. I'll still ask you each turn if it comes up. Do you do anything else? Talking and stuff is part of your turn, you can talk if you want. Or cry. I
I'll
mean,
be-
cry is
I'll-
no action. It's fine.
I'll be just petting and reassuring Big Cat that everything's fine.
Reminds me, I need to roll for Big Cat. Okay. He's kind of growling a bit. Not at you. It's like a weak growl. He's very hurt. Hemlock.
Just a little bit, big boy.
I'm sorry, what was that?
What?
You said Hemlock?
Yeah, it's her turn.
I'm sorry?
You
She
are
had a
like
19 too.
Oh, I'm sorry. I am
That's
there
the
with
second
you. I
round
thought-
now that you thought it was.
Yeah, no, I thought I went after Tim-Tam. I am terrible.
No, you were
Sorry.
at the end of the initiative.
I
I know it's very not like Nyhm. I think this is like the first time you've had anything.
yeah,
like-
it's the first time.
You're usually
And
the top two,
usually-
if not the first.
Yeah, usually also Nyhm and I always roll the same. So
Same one and still have to split the dex difference. I apologize. I will assume that you are keeping track and I will shut my goddamn mouth and wait my turn.
Yeah, when I'm the DM, somehow I'm able to keep track, but when I'm the player, I do exactly what you do. And I'm just like, wait, is it my turn yet?
The only reason I jump in like this is because I remember our Avernus campaign where you almost every single time forgot Koi.
Yeah.
It's the only reason I jump in. So I apologize for everybody. I will mute until it's my turn.
Well, you know, when Koi went, she did like 30 attacks each time.
yeah,
Hemlock. What are you doing?
I drop concentration on vampiric touch, and I run up to my boy and I give him a hug and I cast Cure Wounds. And I hope he's okay. So when you,
Okay. You just hear, like, friend.
it's gonna be okay, big cat. Oh, nah, 10 healing points.
Okay. He seems a bit better. Still pretty hurt. And that's Hemlock's turn.
Yeah.
Okay. After Hemlock. That is when the rest of the Vistani are like, so what do we do now, Arngol? And he still looks mad at you guys, but he sighs and he sheathes the dagger, and he's got like the backside hilt thing for the dagger. And he says, "Leave with your beast now, and never return. I think I've more than paid back a life for a life."
All right, we'll leave.
Was everyone leaving, or
Guys, I'm still in the cart.
I know.
Shh, they don't know
Oh.
that.
Nyhm, you can hear all this.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if I heard anything or. Actually, I do have a quick question. Did I see?
You're just outside the tent in the wagon hiding.
Would I happen to have seen Irina and Ismark riding away?
When it's your turn, I'll say. So everybody else is gonna be leaving the tent, right? On your turns
Yes.
with Big Cat. So Big Cat goes to leave. Let's see here. As you're leaving the tent, Nyhm, give me a perception check. As you peek over the wagon, looking around.
Perception check, you said?
Yes.
17.
In the distance, you see one of the horses, and from this camp, and you see Ismark at the reins, and Irina is unconscious, laying on the back behind him, as he heads towards Veliki, and then he looks like he's heading towards the right, and going around the southern wall.
Stares intently at Callie.
By now, he's about
I got too much to
150 feet
do,
away,
hold up.
but he's having a horse go at dash.
Okay. So
You just barely notice. When he did look back for just a moment just to see if anyone was giving chase. And you swear you could see like a nocturnal reflection in his eyes.
Mm.
They seem to glow yellow.
Okay, so
Might be a Batcher thing. I mean, they're kind of
Right.
nocturnal.
So did the Vistani that were near my cart move towards the tent on their round?
They started to, and they're like at the tent flap, and like everyone's at this really awkward standstill, and the rest of your group is leaving. You do see that.
Okay. Can I pop out with or without a stealth roll and ignore effectively the entire situation?
Where would you be heading?
I would be heading for the road, effectively trying to appear as if I was already in the middle of the street, trying to point towards them. But I need to know if I can do that without being either spotted or assumed that I was still in the wagon from the Vistani.
Since you're moving, I would say this requires another stealth roll, but you can start that.
I can certainly do that, especially since I have expertise. 21.
Okay. So you start heading towards the road. The rest of you are out of the tent. You get out of the wagon circle. No sign of Nyhm. No sign of Irina. No sign of Ismark. As you're leaving, you notice one of the horse's reins. It looks like it maybe snapped off or something. But you don't really have time to examine it as you're pretty much being forced out of this camp and towards the road. Big Cat's like limping there. He didn't really injure a paw or anything, but he's just very like lightheaded and woozy. He lost a lot of blood, and he magically brought back a bit of it, but not all of it.
Not to mention the poison that might be still in its after effects.
Maybe. Oh, those of you that were stabbed, Saxton and Hemlock, that poison was instantaneous. It felt like you ever get like salt in a wound and it like has that burning feeling?
Yeah.
It's like that. It's like you felt that like instantly, but then after that the pain subsided. The damage was done, but like pretty much mechanically what I'm saying is it was poison damage. You did an attack and it did poison damage. It didn't give you guys a condition. It's not long lasting.
It was coated in lemon juice.
I'm surprised you're not on fire yet.
Yeah.
I'm surprised this camp's not on fire yet.
And as you get back to the road, that's when you see a reindeer fellow with his goggles on. He doesn't seem to be wearing a hat right now. But instead, you notice that the top of his head, where the antlers are at, he seems to be balding a bit, because he's older aged, and it's Rictavo. And he has his cane. And he's walking out of town and sees you all with Big Cat. And he looks like disappointed dad. And his gear is not what he was wearing in town. He's not wearing this colorful attire anymore. He's not dressed bardic. He's dressed like he's like an explorer almost. He's got all these like little vial bandoliers on him. He's got a backpack on. And that is where we will end it for tonight. Ooh, This was a spicy session.
When can I sew my wing back on?
Next time.
Ow.
My turret keeps killing you 1d8 plus 4 each turn.
Does it move?
Yeah, it's the same one. It just does a
Okay.
different effect.
I was about to say, just awkwardly, like all the Vistani are just standing there and just like.
But I thought that was temp HP.
Yeah, it's only temp,
Yeah, but
and the
how
temp doesn't
long-
stack. So if he rolls
okay.
something that does more temporary hit points, it would overwrite what you currently have. But if he rolls lower, nothing really changes for you.
Okay.
Right. So end of session. Anybody got any plugs they want to say before we end it for tonight?
I may as well.
Okay, shoot.
I'm not usually the one to do the plugs. I don't know how many people follow this channel or multiple games from Scotty, but on the Corruption Retroverse campaign, my particular character, Demona, is actually of a different language. I've been learning her language, Russian, through Duolingo as an extra language to learn. Not only fun for the character, but also fun in real life to actually learn a different language. I'd plug Duolingo for that because it's fairly easy to use and it's kind of enjoyable to do to expand my vocabulary for a character with in-world skills. So,
Especially when you have a hard time with the first one.
well, nobody has fun time with English, so you can shut the hell up.
I have fun
They
with
should be
English.
paying you for sponsorship at this point.
Sponsorship or not, I mean, granted, money'd be nice, but it's still fun to have an extra skill to learn and do things, especially for a character in D&D that I have so much fun playing.
Yeah, if you ever wanted to play Vistani in a game or something, you could learn some Slavic on Duolingo.
That's true.
So, anybody else got any plugs before we end it?
Watch Retroverse Vaccine on Friday. I'm in it. Scotty's in it. Lluis is in it. And pointing to you on my screen, like they can see it. We're in the moon, and that's gonna be fun. I'm dead, or I'm unconscious. But that's fun. That's always fun. Yay! That's it.
All right. Well, if you enjoy this show and any other shows like the Retroverse ones we mentioned before on this channel, if you're watching on Twitch, all the past videos from previous sessions, the YouTube playlists are down below. And next game on this channel will be the Vaccine game, which will be this Friday at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So thank you for watching, and we'll see you all next Wednesday. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Don't get stabbed. Bye.
Oh, I'll try.
Is that a threat?